All right, so I basically have only good news today. It's that I finally quit one of the jobs I was working at, and I was working at this kind of fast food place, and it was managed by like this lady. She was my manager, and then the other manager were like these. I don't even want to talk about any of the other coworkers or managers or customers because they were all chill. I've had a bunch of people say that working in like a food place is so bad because of the customer, but I don't think I've worked in fast food for a long time. I don't think I've ever had like a customer who was rude or mean to me. Maybe one that was like a little upset that their food wasn't out quick enough, but I've never had like a toxic customer, like someone who was a bully or mean, but I definitely have with managers. So I just showed up to the interview for this job and I got there a little bit early and I was sitting there for I'm not even kidding. I think I was sitting there for like 45 minutes and I told the employee who would later become my coworker, I was telling him I was like, yeah, I'm here for this interview right now. Is she here? Or that was the second time I was like, is she here? And he was like, yeah, yeah, she's coming. She said, just hold on. I was waiting there for like 45, 30 to 45 minutes. I was about to walk out. And the only reason I didn't is because this job had like a slightly higher pay than some of the other options, but I should have just taken that as a sign that I shouldn't have been there. Like it wasn't meant to be. Sometimes you try to like min max stuff like for an extra dollar, $2. At the end of the day, you're not going to be making much. That's all that matters. So I get there, I do the interview goes well. She's like, yeah, well, we'll give you an offer. I'm like, all right, cool. It's gonna be good working at a job where I'm gonna make a little bit more money. I'm gonna be able to take home free food. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be awesome. Let's go. And I was happy going home. So I go home, set up all the onboarding and stuff. I go back a few days later. I start training. It's chill. And then once I start working, like I just start noticing little by little how how deranged this manager is pretty much. And it's really like I'm at a point in my life now where I really don't get like bitter or want to hold grudges towards other people, but she would just like make snide comments. She would like try to micromanage me and she would gossip about everyone else at the workplace, even though she was in like her 40s. She she was actually pregnant, and I didn't know that until she told me. She was like 6 months pregnant. I didn't even know that because like if you would have seen her, you wouldn't have been able to tell. But it could have been because of that too, or I wonder if that's just her personality. But I mean, I was also like just cutting some stuff, and then I heard her at the desk, and she was talking about how like basically toxic and abusive her parents are. So maybe that's why. I think that could have been a big reason why she got bullied in the past. So now she feels like she has to like bully others. Um, but eventually, one of the days, I just kind of called out. Like I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not going into work. I know it's gonna be hellish." And then she was like, wow, you really don't care about the team. You need to get coverage and all this. And and then she just like kind of slashed all my hours at work. And I was like, I don't know. I just told her she was strange, 'cause I think you really have to be, an insecure person to become a manager at, like, one of these low wage jobs, and you kind of feel like you're above or ahead anyone else. And I don't know. I think anytime you work somewhere, it's just not worth taking any abuse. Even if you do get $2, $3 extra, it's just really not worth your mental health and your mental stability, because there's really nothing that's going to be as satisfying as going home relaxed and at peace at the end of the day. Because I just remember, like, I wasn't really that stressed at the job because, like I said, most of the coworkers and the other managers were pretty chill. It was just that one person who ruined it all. It's crazy how when you're just trying to work a normal wage slave life, you can really just get screwed over by one person who's really unhappy with themselves. So eventually I couldn't go back. Like I just kind of was like, all right, screw it, I'm done. If you're really gonna slash my hours like that, then that's fine. I'll just find another way. But it really kind of threw me off that this is the world we live in, where some people will just try to I don't think she was targeting me specifically, actually. I guess I didn't really get that bad of treatment now when I think about it, but she would, like, dude, I remember one time I was, like, at the cash register just ringing someone up, and she literally told me, "After every time you handle cash, you should wash your hands." So I was doing that, and then, like, she just kinda snapped at me. She's like, "Don't you see there's another customer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just washing my hands." Like, I don't even I don't even know why some people get into those types of jobs in the first place if they know they're not gonna be able to handle it, if it's just gonna stress them out. But yeah, I guess on the whole though, I would say I probably wasn't targeted that much because I kinda just went in, I was quiet, and I just helped people, and then I went home. I didn't really try to start drama. But it's it's really insane, like, just the level of gossip and pettiness. I guess when people get out of school and they have nothing else, like, they're unsatisfied in their own relationships, if they can find a way to start some type of drama or get some type of entertainment at work, people are gonna take it, especially these people who feel like this is all they got left. Because, I mean, if you're 40, 50, and you're just all you ever known is just working in restaurants, like, it's pretty much over for you. Like, your life's not gonna get that much more interesting. And especially if you're working like 10, 11 hour shifts every day, that's not it. So I ended up finding a way out. I think the best thing you can do in those types of solutions, if you feel like you're getting targeted at work or you're getting bullied at work or harassed, like, you just really gotta quit instantly. And it's not even worth, I feel like 99% of the times, it's not even worth giving feedback to a manager or a coworker if they're really that toxic or bullying you, because so many people are already stuck in their own ways. It's just this world is too much to overcome when it comes to some of the systems that are already in place. So I'd say probably don't put that stuff on yourself. Just try to relax and conserve your own health and peace and well-being. So, yeah, thanks if you finished the video.